Good morning. Happy Thursday. Yes, Thursday. Um, it it is so difficult right now to adequately put into words the time warp that I think that we are all living in. So I will probably get days wrong as we move through this new adventure that I am taking. So yesterday we started talking, or I started talking about the idea of we are more than cancer, and I wanted to kind of extend that to we are more than the grief that we experience. But before I did that, I wanted to say I I had some second thoughts yesterday evening about doing this for several different reasons. First of all, for my family, because I'm putting myself out there. And the second reason was, will it really help people? Because that's the only reason why I'm doing it. So if it's not going to help anyone else and it just serves the purpose of randomly talking into a camera, then I could spend my time working for the organizations that I, those things that I already do, I could invest more time in. And then, is it too personal? Because I get tearful, because I become tearful sometimes, and I decided to have a conversation with my 11-year-old in the car on the way here and was telling her what I was doing, and she said, well, she's just so compassionate, and she said, well, first of all, I think it's inspiring, but secondly, what did people say when you posted the videos? And I said, well, they thanked me because they said that they were feeling the same way, or they knew people that were feeling the same way. And she said, well, then isn't it something you should do? And I said, well, I don't really know anyone who does this. And she said, well, maybe that's why you should do it. And I thought, okay, maybe that is why I should do it. So this idea of we are more than grief. It is no one's fault that we become the grief that we've experienced. It's not our fault. It's not the people around us. It's not that anyone's doing anything wrong. It's just, it's the process of grief that we begin to be identified in that manner, whether we are taking on that identity or other individuals identify us in that manner. And that doesn't mean that they don't love us. It doesn't mean that they don't care about us. It just means that it's the biggest thing that we're facing right then. It's no different than someone who runs a race, or someone who climbs a mountain, or someone who a new parent, or someone who gets a new job. It's the same principle. It's the thing that is a part of our life at that time, but it's not all of our life. And sometimes we lose ourselves, and sometimes other people can't see us for more than that. And why am I talking about this? Why is it important? It's important because I don't want to become invisible, and I don't want other people to become invisible. I want them to know that I see them. And I'm going to try not to become tearful, because I don't want that to be all that this is about. It's not about that. It's about, I do this because I need to make something out of what happened. I need there to be a purpose, something greater, something bigger. And I don't mean bigger in I mean bigger in, or maybe bigger is not the right word, something good. I watched this video the other day about grief, and this woman said, well, where do I put all of the love now? And that's what I'm talking about. Where do you put the energy? The energy that we use to fight. cancer, or the energy that we used when we were grieving, or the love that we had for a person, or the life that we had before, where does it go? And so that's why I want to do this, because I want to help other people, because I can't let it just be that I was sick and I might get sick again. I need it to be that I helped other people so they weren't alone. So for everyone out there that is facing grief or trauma, I celebrate your accomplishments. The things that you have done before and the things that you have done since. I celebrate the races that you have run, or the children that you have raised, or the jobs that you have, or the life that you lead in its entirety. I think that's important. And I recognize your pain and your fear and your sorrow, and I see that too. You're not invisible. So I always tell people that it's important to perform one self-care act a day, something that you do for just you. So that's my challenge to anyone who might be listening. Do something nice for yourself today. I am going to take my wife to lunch, which is for her, but it's also for me because I get to eat something that I really like. And I'm going to take a walk this morning. And then I'm going to do things to help other people. And then I'm going to spend the evening with my daughter or daughters, depending. But the main thing that I'm going to do for myself is I'm going to take a walk, because walking helps me. It makes me feel like I'm doing something healthy. Yesterday, I got a latte, which I discovered lattes a year ago. And I might have a slight addiction to lattes. It's something about the foam. I don't know. It just makes me happy on the inside. So do something that makes you happy on the inside. And have a great day.